Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to tell you a story of how I struggled in my education and got a degree from Moi University with no help loan and with a salary of 18,000 per month. First of all, I'll start where I started. I was doing sales and marketing from a local bank. So the salary was if you exceed the set targets per month, you'll get some commissions. But I never really got any commission. So if you don't get commissions, you'll get the normal salary of 18,000 because the target was way above. So normally you will not reach the target. So as for me, I never reached. Maybe for normal months, not every month I will hit a target. So for most months, my salary was 18,000. So how did I do it? First of all, before admission, I did my research and settled for Moi University. I went there, paid 1,000 shillings for the admission letter. So they sent me an admission. They didn't even send me. I went to pick it for myself. So it was 3 months before the start date of the degree program. I had done a diploma, so they exempted me and gave me an admission to start from second year because I had a diploma, a Moi diploma. So what did I do with this? Before going for the degree, I had a diploma and I did it from a college which had a collaboration with Moi University. So you could do a diploma, but it's a Moi University diploma. Many colleges have this collaboration, so you can find out for yourself if you want to pursue this. This is for someone, this video is for someone who sees herself that he cannot get a degree because he gets a small salary. You can plan yourself and get a degree. So when doing the diploma, of my first year of diploma, I asked the teachers from the college, how many subjects in total can I take? So many of them were doing five, so you can go 4 semesters. But I had no money to do this. So I asked them how many subjects I can do. They told me 7 or 8 max. So I took the 8 subjects during my second semester of the diploma. So the problem came when the fee for diploma is not so much because you pay 12,000 for 18,000 for the tuition fee and 12,000 for the exams. So the problem came when the exams were colliding in timings. So all the teachers, they stood back. They said, we can't help you. I asked them what I could do. They said, you have to do 5. So I went to the Moi University normally sends someone to oversee the examination. So I went to the overseer of the examinations. I asked her, what can I do? She told me the best I can do is to split the timings into half. So if I am having 2 papers at the same time, I will do this exam up to 1.5 hours, and then the other 1.5 hours I do the next exam. That was the best she can do. I said, superb. Then I did the exams. I passed. I got a distinction. So I went for the degree. So before going for the degree, I did my research of how much fee they pay. So I found out that for a year are 2 semesters. For a year, you could pay 126,000. So if you divide that by half, you can get 60 something, around 66,000. So I asked, when entering the degree, The letter said that you have to pay the whole amount for the year before starting. Then I went to the office of the administrator. I asked him, what if I don't have the money, all the money for the whole year? She told me, you can pay for the whole semester. So with my 18,000, I usually plan myself, as long as I have paid my rent. I was living in a bed sitter worth 4,500. I could pay my rent 4,500. I'll remain with around 13,000. 13,000, I will take 1,000 and go shopping. I could shop in Githurai for tomatoes worth one shilling, and onions 1 shilling. I could buy omena, a container 50 shillings. Then I come and maybe dry them, cook, dry fry them and store them. So I could be taking small portions and cook and eat. I could buy 1 packet of unga, 2 kgs, and I'll eat that for a whole month. I could cook githeri and also pile them into papers and eat them. So if I go shopping for 1,000, they'll keep the rest of the money, like 10,000, I'll put to school fees. Then I'll maneuver with the fares, the fare, so that I cannot pay much. So first of all, before admission, I made sure I have collected all the money. I've saved all the money for the first semester, all of it, then paid it. Then as the semester continues, every month I will put aside 10,000 from the 18,000. I pay 4,500 for rent. I do my shopping for 1,000 and something. The 3,000, the 2,000 I remain with would be fair. I could wake up very early in the morning and pay maybe 20 or 30 bob to go to town. To town, that is the fare. In the evening, I could stay. Maybe the lesson ends at 7 p.m. The teacher leaves. I will not go home that time. I'll stay, I'll find a room and continue studying for my previous lessons until it's 9, when the fare have gone down to 50 shillings. That's when I'll go home. This time is not good going home because you'll find the shops have closed, but I had no problem with that because I had done my shopping, so I have nothing to buy. So I'll go home, cook supper. If it's ugali, I cook with omena. I'll cook, or with sukuma wiki, I'll cook and serve 2 portions. 1 portion will go straight into a container for my lunch tomorrow, and the remaining portion I'll eat for that night. I will not eat out. I've never eaten out when I was studying. So when maybe let's say the food is maybe finished and I didn't have something to carry for lunch the next day, I'll go buy mandazis, 2 mandazis. These round mandazis, they sell like 5 bob. I'll buy 2, and also in the bank they usually cook tea for us in the morning and also in the not evening per se, at lunchtime. So I could drink tea with mandazi at lunchtime. And my lunch, I'll go to class in the evening. The classes were starting at 5. So I'll go to class with water bottle. So when I hear my stomach maybe rumbling, I'll drink water. Maybe someone sees you and says maybe you are keeping diet or something, but just drinking so that my stomach would stop rumbling. Saving for fare. So if the semesters were taking like 4 months, so the first month I would have the 10,000, second month 10,000, third month 10,000. So I would have 30,000. For the 30,000, it's not enough because I told you I needed 66,000. So for the third month, I would go to someone who is permanent in the bank, maybe a friend. I would ask her, this one lady who helped me a lot, Grace, if you ever watch this, just know I really thank you because you made my degree possible. So she could loan me some money. So she would ask me, how much do you want and how long will you pay? I could tell her I'll pay maybe in 3 or maybe uh, 2 or 3 months. Then she'll give me all the money, like 30,000. I'll go pay, and then I'll wait. I'll take the exam cards and then do the exam. Then I'll start the same routine the next semester. But because I went there when I joined in second year, it was good because for the first semester I had. The second one I struggled a bit. The third one I tried to get a loan from Helb, but the Helb I didn't know the procedures very well. You never know. People advise you to, maybe when filling those forms, that put in a peasant farmer, your parents are peasant farmers, something like that. But they denied me. Someone else told me, you could have put there that you are working, but you have to take those forms to the HR. There is a long process. So I found it tedious and just left it. So I struggled like that. If I had some side hustles, I was doing writing part-time. There are many people doing this writing job. So I found someone. I had a friend who knows a friend that was doing writing. So he told the friend that I was interested. The friend taught me writing within 2 hours in town at a cyber cafe. He taught me the methods of writing, the MLA and the APA, something. He taught me, and then he gave me an account to do the writing. So I did the writing, and we agreed that the account was new. No job was done in the account. So he told me after doing a job, he will be giving me 50%. So the first job I did, he gave me. The second job I did, he gave me. But I did like 13 jobs in that account, and the account got even a trophy because of outstanding performance. But when I got a huge project, the guy didn't pay me. He called me to ask me, will you manage this project? I said yes. Then after getting paid, he started switching off the phone. He didn't give me all the money that I was worth. So I got so mad and went. The next day I called him. He switched off the phone. Then when I went to work on the platform that he gave me, I found the password changed. I got so mad. I went to the cyber cafe and tried the test until I got my own account. That's when I started doing the jobs. In my own account, I did some jobs, and then they gave me some money. I paid for my tuition. So I continued like that. That was the third year now. And then the second semester for the third year, I usually did maybe when someone in the branch, this permanent staff, when they want to send me somewhere, I would request them to give me something, maybe 100 bob, 50 shillings. I would collect this and use this to buy my bills, to pay the water bills, and also to buy food. So I could do, if she sends me somewhere to buy something, I could bargain and maybe pocket 500 shillings, and this will help me in one way or the other. So I was doing this, and then I up until the third year end. Then we had a break. That was very good for me because the break enabled me to save a lot, because you are given like an attachment. But when you are working, you could do an attachment as long as it rhymes. I was doing finance banking, so I was working in a bank as a sales, so I could get an attachment while I was working. Just you have a talk with your supervisor, and he will sign for you. So the supervisor will come to your workplace and then check how you're doing and then assess you from that. So I didn't have a problem with the attachment, and I was so glad that it came because it gave me time to look for money for the fourth year now. The from the from from while doing the degree, I also pursued my CPA because I got lucky, and uh, during my third year, I moved from those people who we entered with them the second year, because I found out that the other class, that the evening class, it was full of people who are working, and they have done CPAs, so they were exempted and they started from third year. They had completed CPAs, but I had not completed the CPA, the accounting, this course offered by CASNEP. So I joined them, and I found them that they know these things. They were assisting me to learn CPA on the side, because I didn't have money to pay for the course to attend classes for CPA. So I was, if I had questions, I was asking them. They teach me a bit, and then I got to understand some things which were difficult, because learning on your own sometimes it's very difficult. I was going to Strathmore School. They usually sell revision books for CPA, these courses offered by CASNEP. So I could buy the principles of accounting. I could buy the revision kits, not the study packs, because I knew I was doing the degree, it was hectic. So I was reading the revision kit and also doing my degree. The books from the starting helped me. During my CPAs, the books really helped, because when I was doing my CPAs, it was just some days, so I could book an exam center. I could go straight to CASNEP, pay for my exams, and then choose a center from there. I could choose KCA, and then when the exam dates come, I would go to KCA and sit for my exams. So the time I was finishing my CPA was the time that we were on attachment. So I was very lucky by then. I did my CPAs, and also I was finishing my degree. So going back to doing my degree, I found out that I had passed my CPAs. So I did my degree, finished. When I looked at my statement and saw that I have paid 400 and something without a loan from Helb, I knew we usually job. It's not like you have to have a huge salary to save. With the little you have, when you plan yourself, you can achieve more. This is what I learned from my experience. I got a degree. I graduated with a first class, thank God. And the CPAs also, I finished them. The year that I was graduating, 2015, is the year that I did my last paper in CPA and passed. So right now I'm a full accountant, and also I have a degree in finance and banking. Thank you so much. I hope my story encourages someone to pursue a degree. Don't strain yourself. Just plan yourself. With the little you have, you can do really more, because you find someone earning like so much, like 100,000, like, but he doesn't know how to plan for it. But the little that you have, if you manage the little, the big one will not be a problem. Thank you so much, and see you in another one. Bye.